Today I'm gonna break down top 5 tools that will completely change how you would create cloud architecture diagram. You have a brilliant idea in your mind, but getting into the slide is such a nightmare. You are still struggling with the old school clunky tools, Visio, PowerPoints, and you are yet to fail dragging boxes, fighting with connectors, and the results still look messy and outdated. But what if I told you that the problem isn't your design skill? It's the tools that you use. This isn't about making things pretty, it's about presenting or communicating your complex ideas with absolute clarity. So, in this video, I'm not just gonna give you the list of these tools, but I'm gonna give you my personal recommendations, use cases, when to use each of these tools, and what is the best tools for your use case. By the way, I'm Piyush, I'm a Googler, a content creator, and cloud and DevOps is what I do all day long. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel and please hit subscribe button if you haven't. Let's start with the first tool that we have. Before we jump into AI powered magic or AI powered design tool, we'll start with something that is industry standard for quite a long time and it is one of the oldest yet powerful tools. So let's start with draw.io. Okay, so you have to go to draw.io and it will redirect you to a new domain which is app.diagrams.net, or you can just simply open this domain. Okay, and then open existing diagram or create a new diagram. So hit create and it will provide you a long list of all the templates that is available. So there are templates specific to, let's say, engineering, flowcharts, and then maps, diagram. So these maps like mind maps, right? Network diagrams, and then there is a specific section for cloud, Azure, AWS, GCP, IBM, right? So if we pick, let's say, AWS, it will provide you a lot of AWS specific diagrams, which are standard, by the way. So there is a 2D version of it, actually 3D version, that's what they call it. And then there is the flat version of it. So let's try to open any of those and let's see. Okay, let's pick this one. Okay, and hit create. Okay, and like it will ask you the sample where you want to store it, the file, the raw file. It will ask you to store it locally on your machine. Okay, let's hit that, and there it is. So it has printed out a nice diagram for you based on the template. Now you can make the changes in this template. Obviously you can create diagram from scratch as well, but if you want to use the existing template you can do that as well. So if we go down, okay, so let's, what we can do is let's just delete everything, and over here is your scratch pad where you can put your recently used or your more frequently used icons over here, and then here are all the other icons. So let's say Azure specific icons are here, so you can just drag and drop into the whiteboard. So let's say automation accounts, availability sets, just drag and drop and start using it. Okay, now there'll be a separate section for the groups as well. Like let's say if we go to the AWS and then go to general resources, okay, there are diagrams and then there are AWS groups. In groups you can insert the placeholders. Okay, so let's select AWS cloud. Okay, and you can just put everything in AWS. Yeah, don't put Azure icon inside AWS, it's just for the demo. Okay, so over here you see there are some lines that are not really picture perfect. Why is that? Because I have enabled the sketch feature for it. Like it looks more like a hand drawn diagram, hand drawn sketch rather than an diagram created by a tool. Okay, so if you disable it, it will be clean. Okay, now it looks more clean. Similarly, you can add different groups from here. So for example, you can add, let's say, a VPC. Okay, and here it is. Then remove the sketch and you can change the color and everything will be over here. You can add text. It's good when you have to create a cloud architecture or DevOps diagram to present to a client, to present to your CTO, to present within your team some idea that is, it is so powerful, yet it lacks a lot of features. It lacks AI feature and it does not provide you a customization feature. You cannot really update it as per your needs. So that brings us to the next tool, which is Excalidraw. Now, This is also easy to use, picture perfect, and it comes with open source version as well. So if you go to Excalidraw and let's just search for Excalidraw GitHub, you will find its GitHub where you can update the source code. If you are a developer, it will provide you an SDK and you can customize the whiteboard as per your needs. Okay, so everything will be provided over here. So it's free and open source. It provides you hand drawn like style. It has dark mode as well, and then a lot of other things, right? And you can start contributing to it. You can create your own version of Excalidraw because this is open source. Code is presented for you. So this was a diagram that I've created for one of my demos using Excalidraw, and you can see it still looks pretty neat. Here are all the strokes that you can use. In fact, let me just draw something quickly. Okay, and this is one other diagram that I've created, and it's good when you have to present your idea. It's not ideal for the presentation to an enterprise or to a high valued client. It is good for your internal team meets, your documentation, or to present your idea on like on LinkedIn, on social media, right? So it has many shortcuts available over here, as you can see. So let's say if you want to quickly draw a rectangle, like a placeholder for that, so just press 2, and then with your mouse you can easily create the diagram. Now this has different options, so you can update the stroke. Let's use the black color and use the background. Okay, now inside that you can create more diagrams. Again, press 2. Okay, let's change the background to something else now. Okay, and let's just keep doing that. It's pretty easy to use, it's pretty simple, and it looks neat. Okay, you would notice one thing over here. You don't see any cloud specific or DevOps specific architecture icons and everything. One thing you have noticed that it doesn't come with any inbuilt icons for like AWS, Azure, or any cloud specific, Kubernetes specific. So what you have to do is, for that you have to import the external libraries. Many of them are available free of the cost. So on the right side you see a button called library. Click on that and browse libraries. Now over here you will see all the libraries. I believe these all will be free. Yeah, you can just download it and import it. For example, let's say use this one. It has the maximum number of downloads. Software architecture. Okay, or you can use system design, architecture, diagram, components. There are different categories. Let's say software logos. So if you add it to Excalidraw, you can download these as well, by the way. So let's add to Excalidraw, and the library has been imported. Now you can use any icon that you want. Let's say Kubernetes, and it will give you a good hand-drawn feature, a good hand-drawn feel of it. And then you can change this as well, like fill is this one, or we don't want. Okay, and then let's say the stroke style is this one. We don't want any stroke style in this. And there are different options that you can select from over here. And let's say if you want to color inside it, you can do that, or you can use the default color as well if you don't want to mess any icon, so just keep it default. That's good enough. And what else? You can play around with the slopiness. So these all will give you the feel of hand drawn diagram and a mix of what works for your diagram, what works for your use case. Similarly, you can browse other libraries. Let's say if you want AWS specific icons. Okay, so AWS architecture icon, add to Excalidraw, and that's it. So these all are imported over here. And if you have noticed the difference between even icons between Excalidraw and draw.io. So if you have noticed, these more are of a hand-drawn diagram rather than the solid diagram that comes with draw.io. So let's say if you have used this one over here, right? So it looks something like this. The text also looks like hand drawn, and this is also like hand drawn. You can play around with these options, and then they have layers, so you can send it back. Let's say if I have sent it back, it's behind this particular layer, so every new object comes in a different layer, and you can arrange the layers as per your use case. And let's say if you want to bring it in the front, you can do that as well. Okay, so this is really powerful. It provides you a neat created diagram, and then you can have this whiteboard to yourself. Space, by the way, is the shortcut that I'm using to move around, but then it lacks a lot of AI features. I think it comes with AI feature, but it's not as powerful yet. There is a toggle for dark mode and light mode. So let's keep it white mode. Okay. Another important feature of this is live collaboration, which was missing in Draw.io. So if you click on that, you can start a session, invite other people. Let's say whatever it is, copy the link, and let's open this a new link. Okay. Now let's say if my cursor is over here, and if I go back to the main screen, it will show you that like someone with the name acclaimed squirrel is doing something over here. So it will show you the live collaboration link, and it's been shared across multiple people, and you can share it with others as well. Okay, so that's another important feature of Excalidraw. Now it is powerful, it is neat, it provides you all the things that you need. It has an external library, live collaboration, but still it misses the AI feature. I believe it had the AI feature. I might have seen it somewhere, but I tried it out. It's not powerful yet. It's in beta mode, I believe, and it's not really ready to use. So for that, what I would suggest is our next diagram, which is so powerful, it's super amazing, and I have been a fan of it. So the next tool is eraser.io. This is super cool. Okay, so this is the diagram that I have used for one of my videos. I think it's part of the Azure Terraform series. And then you can look at other diagrams that I have created over here. Okay, and then there is one more over here. There are a lot more diagrams, but these are just few of my recent diagrams that I have created. The colors are super, like it's more of the pastel colors that I prefer on the white mode, on the light mode. And as you can see, it clearly explain the idea. It clearly represent what I am trying to tell with the help of diagram. So that's the main purpose of using a diagram, right? Now it comes with a lot of features, so you can just add a document as well, or you can have the mode where you can type all your notes and everything over here, and you can work on your canvas over here, or just the canvas. And then it has a lot of shortcuts, which is pretty neat. So whenever I have to, like, let's say create an arrow, so just type A and it will help you create the arrow with the mouse. That's it, right? If I have to insert anything, so just type the slash button and it will open the insert menu. Then you can search, let's say EC2, and that's it. You can just have the icon inserted. It comes with all the inbuilt, actually most of the inbuilt icons over here, so you can see. And it is available in the true color, which is the black and white mode, color diagrams, and it includes a wide variety of cloud, DevOps, and a mixture of all those software engineering related diagrams and icons. Now the other important feature, and for which this is the king in the market right now, is the AI feature, generate AI. So if you see a button over here, so let's click over here, and the shortcut is Command J if you are on Mac. That's actually a very cool feature. It shows you, it detected that I am on Mac, and it shows me the shortcut that is Mac specific, right? So click on that, and now you have to add your prompt over here, or you can add a source, or you can try an example. So let's try a source. Create a minimalist AWS 3-tier architecture diagram, and include the flow. That's it. We'll try to improve it later on, but let's just use this, a simple one liner prompt. Okay, and hit generate. Now it should ask some follow-up questions, which will appear over here shortly. Okay, so it will ask you some questions. Okay, so what type of applications or services will be there? Let's say web application. Which AWS service component should be included? Let's say load balancer, RDS, S3 auto scaling group, EC2. Okay. How should the flow between tire be represented to best illustrate interaction and data movement? Okay. Using arrows and text. What level of detail you want for the infrastructure? It should be highly detailed, abstract, overview of moderate details. Let's put moderate detail or abstract, whatever feels like. Hit generate. Now it will take some time. By the way, this AI feature, I believe it's not available in the free version. I am using the business version of Eraser, and that's why it is available. It should be available in the free version, but it's limited to some AI credits. You can try it out, but you cannot create a lot of diagrams. Okay, so it has created something. So let me just drag it to the bottom and maximize the screen. Okay, so we have elastic load balancer in the front. Then we have application tier, which has an auto scaling group EC2 instances. And like this auto scaling group is managing the EC2 instances. And then there is data tier, which has RDS server. And here we are querying the data, and here we are storing the static files and all. This looks pretty great for a diagram that was generated by AI without anything at all. Now you can modify it further. Now you can make the changes. So open the editor, and you see we created it with moderate details. You can have it as detailed as possible. Okay, you can add more details to it, like create multiple EC2 instances in an auto scaling group, and represent each of the tier with different colors. You can add as much as detail as you want, and it will do the work for you. Okay, and it also comes with a team feature, the paid version of it. It also comes with a, like, I have created a team folder and I have added my team members to it, and they can also have the same access as I am using. Okay, using the teams feature. So this is also great, and this is one of my go-to cloud architecture tools for any cloud architecture diagrams related needs. Now I also use it for a variety of other purpose. Like for example, I have written this book recently. It's for the certified Kubernetes administrator exam preparation. And if you check all the diagrams that I have created in this book, for example, this one, these were created by Eraser. So this diagram, and let me show you a couple of more. So there is this one as well, right? And then there are diagrams in almost every chapter, because I like visually representing the things instead of just writing it down with the plain text. So there are a lot of diagrams. So there is this one. There are a lot more, right? By the way, if you haven't checked out the book yet, it's available online. You can check it out. Link will be there in the description section. So that's about Eraser.io. Again, I would highly recommend it for any AI diagram related stuff, or if you need to create diagram easily without spending a lot of time. For example, this is ideal for content creators. This is example for book writers. If you have to write documentation, if you are contributing to GitHub repositories, so this is one of the go-to tool that you can use. But it doesn't provide you customizations that you can do on top of it. This is not open source, plus it comes with freemium. And AI feature is great, and this is something that no other tool is providing right now. But then it doesn't comes with the open source customization, right? It doesn't, you cannot just download the source code and make your changes to it as per your need. For that, I would suggest the next tool, which is TLDraw. So this is an open source tool. It is free to use, and you can make your customization on top of it using the TLDraw SDK. Okay, so let's say over here you can check the case studies. So there are many companies that have used it. For example, ClickUp. This is one of the whiteboard specific, it's similar to Jira. It's similar to Notion. It's kind of that tool, project management tool, and it has a whiteboard feature. So this company uses TLDraw open source model, and they have customized it as per their need, and this is how it looks. Similarly, Autodesk, and then there is Padlet, Jam, and if you have worked with, I believe, Sublime. So all of these case studies are there, and they have, if you can see this, let me just zoom in a little bit. They have customized the board as per their needs. Okay, so they have added a meeting chat over here, and they've added options like Zoom over here, right? Similarly, over here they have a different view as per their use case. Over here they have added like a storyboarding kind of look and feel, and then ClickUp gave it a similar feel as of Figma, right? So all of these tools were built on top of TLDraw because it is open source and you can customize it as per your need. Now, if you want to try it out, you can click over here, try it, and you can just simply play with it. It's pretty straightforward to use, as you can see. You can write it, you can make the changes, you can insert the text, right? And the text look pretty neat with the default font, and you can change the font as well. So this is more of a hand drawn kind of font. Now you can click over here, and this is the whiteboard that it opens. Okay, and you can select it. Now here are some connectors that you can use and change as per your needs. Then you can insert a note as well over here, insert images, rectangles, and so on. But you might have seen that it is missing the library feature. You can upload your files, you can upload the media, you can insert the embed, but you cannot import an already existing library like we had in all other tools. So this is good if you want to customize an open source version as per your need, but you have to add those features on top of it. You have to code it out. You cannot just use inbuilt features. So that's one of the drawbacks of using it. It's not ready to use. You can download it, you can use the SDK and make your changes. Now finally, the last tool, and this tool is also one of my favorites. I will tell you the use case as well, but let's first open it. This is not an online app, this is a desktop application. The tool name is SketchWow. It's a paid version. I think it's $60 one time fee, something like that. I bought it a long time back, but this is really great. I will show you. Okay, so it has an AI feature, but it uses OpenAI API key, and you will be charged based on the token request. And for image generation, tokens are usually higher than the text generation, so it could cost you some money for that as well. Now, the best part of it is the inbuilt templates. You see, there are wide variety of templates that you can use. Okay, I know what you are thinking. I know, like, you are thinking that it doesn't look a great use case for a cloud architecture or DevOps ready diagram, and you're right. It is best for the infographics. It is like there are some diagram specific templates, but these are not the cloud specific architectural diagrams, right? So you can use it for presentation, you can use it to create your notes, study map, documentation, infographics, and it has animated content as well to explain your thought, to present your idea in a more visual way. But it is not suitable for creating cloud architecture diagram. But still, it's great for social media, for all other things that we have just mentioned. For example, let's pick a template, let's say animated content, and let's pick this one. Okay, now it shows you a ready to customize template. Okay, so let's update this, and we can delete this. Okay, and then you can make the changes. Where is the text? Okay, over here. This is a demo. Okay, don't worry. Then you can make this, you can make the changes, you can change the arrow shape, size, anything. So it's highly customizable. And you see, and these kind of diagrams you have mostly seen on LinkedIn or in the newsletters, in the blogs. It's mostly for the content creators. It's not a suitable use case for cloud and architectural specific diagram, but mostly for the content creators and everyone else. Now you can check the templates once again. There are a lot of customized template, and I really loved it. I also use this to create a few of my diagrams. So let me show you those. How do I go back? Okay, it doesn't show me an option to go back. By the way, you can save this as a raw file and make the changes later on as well, or you can just export it as an image. But let me open this again. Don't save it, and let's go to SketchWow. I'll show you one of my recent diagrams that I've created, and here it is. Okay, it was created for CKA playlist, in which I have shown high availability Kubernetes cluster with multiple worker nodes, multiple master nodes, and so on. And these animated arrows that I have created to show the flow. And it's again, it's good for LinkedIn, it's good for content creation, it's good for storytelling, but not suitable for creating architectural diagram when you present it to a client. Again, I would highly recommend, do not animate your diagram if you are presenting it to a client, to a CTO, to an enterprise. It's not really industry practice. It's not something that they would appreciate. I mean, you might not be bashed about it. Still, it's not a good habit to do that. Keep it simple, keep it clean. Either use eraser, either use Excalidraw, or draw.io if you want anything as simple as possible. Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to cover. We have covered all five tools. So to summarize it all, we have covered all five tools. The first one is draw.io. If you want something neat, if you want something which is industry standard, something that you can present to a client, to your CTO, to your team members, and if you want to insert that in a documentation somewhere, that you can use that. It doesn't come with AI feature, it doesn't come with live collaboration or the open source, right? It is open source, but they have a GitHub repository, but it is not open for collaboration. Then the second tool is Excalidraw, which is an open source tool. You can customize it, you can make changes as you feel. And then you also have a wide range of external library to be used along with it. It doesn't come with a powerful AI feature. That's one of their drawback. To overcome this feature, we have the next best tool, which is eraser.io. Eraser.io comes with all of these features that the previous tools have. Plus, it is idle for, it has all the cloud and DevOps related architecture inbuilt in the library. And then it has the powerful AI feature. You can just create your diagram using a simple prompt. That's amazing feature. It comes with live collaboration. It has a freemium version. That means it is there for free users as well as for paid users. You can check out the pricing, but I think it's worth every penny. The next tool that we have is TLDraw, which is best if you want to customize the tool for your business, for a company. If you are a SaaS company, right? It's best for those, not for personal users. It's good if you want to just draw something simple with arrows and boxes and text and notes, and that's basically it. It doesn't come with a library, so that's their major drawback. It's not suitable for AWS or any cloud or DevOps specific diagrams. Then the next tool is SketchWow, which is again a powerful tool, but it has a paid version only. It doesn't come with the free version, and it is not suitable for cloud and architectural diagrams. It is best for content creators, it is best for social media post, your blog posts, basically for content creation. Okay, that's what it is about. Okay, so I hope I was able to explain the differences between all of these and what to do and which tools to use. Tell me in the comment box which tool is your favorite and why, and what's your use case of using that particular tool. And that's it for this one. I will see you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.